stuttering.
You'll be arrested as well.
For what?
For impeding an arrest.
I'm not impeding I'm recording you.
Get back.
You don't even have a real badge. Okay, what's your badge number?
Google me.
You're nothing.
My man said, Google me. Oh, I love it. We need more of that. We need more of that. What's your badge number? Google me. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that so much. What's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me today. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and most importantly, please make sure that you are following me on Telegram at TD Media Group to help circumvent social media censorship and shadow banning. With the introduction out of the way, let's get into today's news. And today we are headed over to, I believe, Sacramento, California, if I'm not mistaken. We're headed on over to Sacramento, California, because what I want to do is that I want to go back and touch on a story that I played as an intro video to yesterday's video about what's my man's name, Benjamin Hanil Sung, right? Yesterday, I reported on the fact that Benjamin Hanil Sung, 32-year-old former Marine Corps reservist, that's crazy. Why is that crazy? Because he is the guy that pulled the trigger on the police officer shooting an officer in the neck at the Prairie Land Detention Center ambush, right? That we all remember occurred on the 4th of July at night. It was him and about, I want to say, 11 other DNC lunatics that feel as if they're fighting for freedom when they fight against ICE. What was the plan was to lure ICE agents outside. They were throwing rocks and whatnot at the ICE facility. They were tagging cars F-ICE, and they were popping fireworks at the building in an attempt to lure ICE agents out. And once the ICE agents came out, they were going to open fire on them. But what ended up happening is that a local PD showed up first before ICE agents walked out, and they opened fire on the local PD. Mr. Song did, at least, right? And shot the officer in the neck. He was on the run, but he was captured. So there's that backstory. But with that long explanation out the way, I want to go back and revisit the video that I played here concerning what occurred in Sacramento, because I think it deserves its own independent video, just as a standalone discussion concerning how ICE derangement syndrome now is truly infecting the minds of American citizens all across the country. And it's quite sad. It's quite sad because, you know, like the former, Marine Corps Reserve, Benjamin Hanil Sung, who is now looking at 120 years in jail, he didn't have to be, but he drank the Kool-Aid. He drank the DNC Kool-Aid, and so many of these guys do, and end up losing their life or losing their freedom. There was another situation in Texas at another ICE facility where this one lunatic, he actually started shooting into the facility, and ICE took him out, and he's no longer with us. All for what? For what at the end of the day? I've stated this so many times over, I'm going to keep stating it. DNC lunatics are getting their constituents killed. You're getting them killed, and you're costing them their freedom. And in this situation here, we have another situation where now this guy lost his freedom, and he happened to be an American citizen because in his deranged mind, he thinks he's freedom fighting by going around slashing ICE agents' tires and then making a run for it. But he effed around and found out in a really bad way. And I want to take a moment to go through this video today and unpack it just a little bit. And then I have another story afterwards concerning a Honduran man that was arrested in a surgical center after he ran inside. The ICE agent chased after him, and all of the surgical staff intervened, got involved, and were obstructing justice. That video is going to make you so upset when you watch it. But I don't want to jump the gun. Let's stay here first, and let's get into this video now that happened in Sacramento, California.
Take a look. As soon as we pulled up to a local Home Depot out here, suspected illegal immigrants started taking off running in all different directions as soon as they saw federal agents. That led to several different foot pursuits as agents were chasing them down and arresting them. We ultimately saw about 10 different people being arrested by those federal agents, and Border Patrol telling us that records checks came back on one of the guys already, showing that he is an aggravated felon with a prior conviction for fentanyl trafficking. Then take a look at this video. This was a guy who said he was a U.S. citizen fleeing from federal agents after they say he slashed the tires on one of their vehicles. You'll see him running away. He then gets taken to the ground and he tangles with agents while he's on the ground. It appeared he kind of lunged at one of them, and you'll see the aftermath of that. Take a look at this picture right here. Those federal agents ended up macing that man in his face, took him into custody and took him away. His wife was yelling at agents the whole time, saying he's a U.S. citizen. The agent said, too bad, he slashed one of our tires. And then take a look at these photos here. We do have photos of the vehicle that had the tire slashed. There was one puncture mark. It quickly deflated and the agents had to drive out of the area on their rims. We caught up with the Border Patrol chief out here in charge of this operation, and we asked him, why did you decide to come here to Sacramento? Here's what he had to say.
Before we get to the chief, let's just take a moment to backtrack a little bit, because we're going to stick with this particular story here for a little bit. I want to play the video. I believe it's of his wife who took it, while she was chasing after them while they were pursuing her husband, and she was screaming, he's a citizen, and all type of other profanity and absurdities. This is actually his wife right here in the pink that you're getting ready to see. There she goes. That's it. That's his wife chasing after them in the pink, like recording. So like I said, we're going to play her video as well. But just the point that I want to make is look at you, man. Look at you. How stupid do you look and do you feel in this moment? You just lost your freedom. And for what? For what? DNC politicians are causing their own constituents to lose their freedom and their life. Trump's only going to be in office for 4 years. So this whole boogeyman narrative of the dictator and his Gestapo running around, once that narrative is over, what will it have meant? You'll have lost your freedom for no reason. Now, I'm sure he's not going to spend an extraordinary amount of time in jail. Maybe not, but it isn't worth anything in the end. Now you're just getting clowned and you look goofy on a photo here surrounded by ICE with your wife screaming. I mean, it's this derangement that we're seeing occur throughout society. It's truly sad. It's sad that Democrats are doing this to their constituents. But anyway, let's hear what the chief had to say.
Chief out here in charge of this operation, and we asked him, why did you decide to come here to Sacramento? Here's what he had to say.
There is no sanctuary city. Sacramento is not a sanctuary city. The state of California is not a sanctuary state. There is no sanctuary anywhere. We'll be here. You'll probably see us in many other locations as well. We're here to stay. We're not going anywhere. We're going to effect this mission and secure the homeland.
And I did reach out to California Governor Gavin Newsom's office to get their reaction, their response to this operation right here on their front doorstep. They tell us in part, quote, trying to escape a court order, stepping their reprehensible, excuse me, I can't talk today, trying to escape a court.
Now I don't feel so bad when I start fumbling over my words. A lot of times I'll edit that stuff out. When I used to do live streams, I would get so mad at myself in the middle of a live stream, fumbling. But if Bill can struggle, that means it's okay when I struggle a little bit too. So take it away, take it from the top. I just want to see my man Bill Malugin struggle a little bit because it helps my confidence.
Reach out to California Governor Gavin Newsom's office to get their reaction, their response to this operation right here on their front doorstep. They tell us in part, quote, trying to escape a court order, stepping their reprehensible, excuse me, can't talk today, trying to escape a court order stopping their reprehensible and illegal racial profiling and illegal arrests in Los Angeles. Border Patrol came to Sacramento and spread more of their chaos and fear. They should do their jobs at the border. We'll send it back to you.
Incredible reporting. As always, Bill Malugin, thank you very much.
You see, this is the kind of chaos that Democrats want because they feel like this is what helps them win. Whenever they can spread some sort of fear and propaganda surrounding racism, as you're hearing Gavin Newsom state, they feel like they have the upper hand. But it appears that times have truly changed in this country. When you look at the direction that the wind has blown in concerning Trump and the support behind him, and I just don't see the winds blowing back the other way just yet. I don't see that happening yet, man. People are just kind of sick and tired of the foolishness. Now let's move on, because I want to play this video here that was uploaded online on TikTok by this man's wife, right? The guy right here who's looking silly and lost his freedom. His wife put up a video, and I want to play this video from her POV vantage point, so we get to hear her screaming and yelling. I'm just let you guys know now there's going to be a lot of profanity. She drops a lot of F-bombs and all other bad words. So if you have children around, or if you're at work and you're playing this out loud, you might want to turn it down a bit. All right. So let's get into this clip next.
Leave him alone! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out of me! Where are you gonna face me? He's a U.S. citizen! You're stupid as fuck! Leave him alone! He's a U.S. citizen!
Stay back, right there.
What are you doing?
Stay right there, man.
He's a U.S. citizen! He's brother's a Marine Corps officer! Get off me!
Come on, man.
No!
Stay right there. Stay right there.
Don't
Stay right there.
What the fuck? He's a U.S. citizen!
This is like nails on a chalkboard. So you're telling me because he's a U.S. citizen, that gives him the right to slash the tires of ICE without any penalties? You know what he did. You know that that's against the law. You know that the only thing that comes after that is charges, and most likely jail, and he should go to jail. You know this. This is obstruction of a federal operation. And as opposed to just taking it on the head, right? And saying, yeah, I did what I did. It is what it is. Arrest me. You tried to run, and now you're playing victim. Like something horrible was happening to you, like the Gestapo, like they like to say. You know, these masked men, bounty hunters, just ran down on your husband for no reason. No, he committed a crime right in front of federal law enforcement. And what do? You turn around and play victim, screaming he's an American citizen, as if that's some get out of jail free pass. Now let's get back to the video and listen to some more of this nails on a chalkboard.
Hey, stay there, man.
He's a U.S. citizen! Who are you?
Got the turret. Get out of here.
He's a U.S. citizen! Don't touch me! That's my husband!
That's fine.
It's fine. Hey, just stay back. He's my husband! I know, but just record.
You just need to stay back. This is an active scene right now.
It's not a fucking active scene! You're fucking Latino! Look at your face! And this is what you're doing! He's a fucking U.S. citizen! No! You
So because your criminal husband is a U.S. citizen, he should be allowed to commit crime and get away with it because he's Hispanic and the ICE agent is Hispanic, and they're just supposed to have this kind of, you know, be on accord one others, in which he can just commit crime and he can just get away with it. I don't think that's not how it works. She's trying to shame this man for doing his job as law enforcement. He's not doing anything wrong. Your husband was wrong, but you're trying to shame him as some sort of a sellout for doing his job and arresting your criminal husband. Amazing.
fucking trying to mace me, you stupid bitch!
Back or you be maced.
For what? For what? He's a fucking U.S. citizen! No, let me record! No! I get the fuck out of my face!
You don't get back.
What?
Go
What?
back.
You don't even know what to say, you're fucking stuttering, you bitch!
Or you'll be arrested as well.
For what?
For impeding an arrest.
I'm not impeding shit!
Yes, you
I'm
are. Get
recording
back.
you!
Get back.
You don't even have a fucking real badge! Okay, what's your badge number?
Google me.
You're nothing!
man said, Google me. Oh, I love it. We need more of that. We need more of that. What's your badge number? Google me. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that so much. That's enough. We don't need to listen anymore of this nails on a chalkboard. We can move on to the final portion of today's video and what I wanted to discuss. But I'll say this much concerning this particular situation. You guys are giving out too many warnings, man. They're giving out way too many warnings. She should have just been arrested too at that point. You're giving way too many warnings. They gave her 1,000,000,001 warnings, man. You know, and it's the warnings. It's just too much. It's too much, and that kind of bleeds into what we're getting ready to check out right now. This is a very frustrating and annoying video to watch. Let me pull this tweet up right now on the screen, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. Some of you might be familiar with this story. Some of you might not. To give me just a moment while I get this on the screen for you. Okay, here we go. It should be on the screen right now. And, you know, as you can see here, the caption reads, and I'll zoom in a little bit more. ICE trying to detain a Honduran landscaper chased him into a California surgical center. I'm like Bill Malugan right now. I can't read. ICE trying to detain a Honduran landscaper chased him into a California surgical center and ended up in a tense standoff as clinic staff interfere and stand in the way. This is not okay. What are your thoughts? I'm just gonna let this play and then I'll speak afterwards, because this video truly pisses me off. It truly does, because like I said, people need to go to jail, man. These people just need to be in jail for this. You'll see what I mean in just a second. Let me pull this video up for you right now.
Let's keep the cops outside. Like this is a private business like that.
Let's keep it police. Let's keep it.
Patients, we have everything. We have doctor, come on. Please, like this is a private property. Hey.
Let him go.
Is he alone? Let him go.
He can't take him away because all of these idiots are surrounding him and are getting in the way. And look at this hefty woman right now. Look at what she's getting ready to do. Look at what she. Let me calm down. This makes me so mad because I want these people to go to jail so bad. It's ridiculous. Let me stop talking. Look at this.
Hey, let go.
I'm just telling you, watch the
Hey,
man.
you came here. Identify yourself.
I need to get out. You can't even identify yourself. You have no proper identification. Get out.
You need to get out.
Get out.
Get out. Coming into a private business like this.
Get out.
You are not a federal agent to begin with.
Look at all these idiots. You hear the DNC? They're coming. You're not a federal agent. What are you talking about? What are you talking? You're not a federal agent. What's your badge number? Give me your warrant. You're not a real agent. How is he not a real agent? You can hear the DNC lunacy that that's been infiltrating their mind. You can hear it. They've been listening to AOC and Jasmine Crockett. AOC and Jasmine Crockett is God to these people. Talking complete nonsense.
I'm not touching you.
Identify yourself.
Nobody's touching you. I'm not touching you. Who are you?
What's your badge number?
Shut up. They all sound so stupid. All day. Identify yourself. What's your badge number? Who are you? The warrant? I can't. We're getting to that point now. You guys have no idea. I think I might have said this before. You have no idea when I record these videos, how often I actually lose it completely and my mask drops all the way off. It just comes all the way off. And I have to edit that part out. And I'm reaching my breaking point watching this where I'm just about to drop my mask and turn into a different person. That's very mean. So let me try to finish this out and we can all get out of here and go on about our day.
What's your badge number, federal agent?
Let him go, please.
He's by himself. Hey.
That's so annoying. And what pisses me off the most, why it's so annoying, is the fact that as of now, none of them were arrested. I don't understand how that can be, that none of these idiots were arrested. They got the guy. Like they arrested him. Like he didn't let him go. You know what I'm saying? He didn't let the guy go. They arrested the man that they were after, that they captured, this Honduran guy. There are stories that are written about this, but it just describes the situation, what happened, what occurred, and then that was it, right? There's no evidence. There's nothing that says or indicates that anybody there got arrested. Literally everybody in there should be sitting in a jail cell right now. That's completely ridiculous. What you're seeing is ridiculous. Let me show you guys this really quick, and then we're going to head on out of here. Look at this here. Not this blank screen, but just look at this over here. As far as obstruction, excuse me, I think I burped in the microphone. As far as obstruction of justice is concerned, right? Federal statute commonly used, 18 U.S. Code section or subsection 1505, obstruction of proceedings before departments, agencies, and committees. This statute covers obstruction of federal agency operations, which can apply to ICE enforcement actions. Penalty up to 5 years in prison, up to 8 years if the obstruction involves violence, threats, or physical force. Everybody there should be doing 8 years right now. Other potentially applicable charges: destruction, alteration, or falsification of records in federal investigations, up to 20 years. I guess that didn't happen. Assaulting or interfering with a federal officer. Example, ICE agent. Simple interference, up to 1 year, misdemeanor. I guess maybe that's something like standing in front of a car, when the ICE agents are trying to leave. But look at this here. Involving physical contact, which is everything you just saw, or a weapon, up to 8 to 20 years, felony. Everybody in that video should be doing 8 to 20 right now. That's how this stops. That's how this stops. And the fact that ICE and these federal agents aren't more aggressive with arresting people for obstruction is also the reason why they're experiencing more violence towards them, outside of the fact that DNC lunatics are dog whistling for their constituents to be violent against them. We all know and understand this to be true at this point, right? If people aren't going to jail and aren't being held accountable for the kind of stuff that we just watched, then why would they stop, right? Why would they stop? It shouldn't be the worst of the worst in the situations where you're talking about, guys shooting at officers or, people slashing tires and stuff like that. Okay, well, now we'll arrest you. No, that was obstruction that we just saw. They were using force. They were putting their hands on you and questioning your authority. Who are you? You're not a real federal agent. That's 8 to 20. When people start getting handed 8 to 20 years for pushing up on a federal agent like this with their forearm, I bet you this stuff will stop. I bet you it'll stop. And I'll end it with that. Hopefully that happens really soon. With all that being said, that does it for today's news. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. Please hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Share this video on your social media platforms. And please do not forget to follow me on Telegram at TD Media Group. The link to my Telegrams in the description box below and pinned in the comment section as well. Thank you all for your time. And until the next video, peace and have a great afternoon.